Hello and welcome back to the Mic Check Show. Today we have a special guest, a friend of mine and ex-teammate, Nick Doubleday.
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Had to deal with some bullshit at work, but it is what it is. I think we've all been there.
For sure. Oh yeah, buddy. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying for sure.
Perfect. All right. Okay, this is off-topic question, but is Doubleday your actual last name? Because it's an interesting one.
Doubleday is my actual last name. My family is mainly English, and yeah, we go way back, England, Canada. But yes, Doubleday is my last name.
Is that why you like to drink so much?
I might be part of the reason.
Yeah, that English blood in you. Perfect. All right. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right to it.
I'm good.
So, Nick, you love cooking DBs. Is that why you became a chef yourself? Just love cooking?
No, I actually never even thought about cooking before I went to my first interview. I was coming out of high school, playing football like everybody else. Wanted to go to the States to play some college ball. I was informed I didn't have the grades at the time, had to do some upgrading here.
Yeah, been there too.
Play with the Calgary Colts for a year, then see how it went. So that was the plan and all that. Unfortunately, before that season ever started, I injured my knee.
Oof.
And that was the end of football for me for about 6 years. I had to find work. I knew a guy that could get me an interview, and 13 years later, I'm cooking.
Nice. Yeah, true. So, since you want to go to the States, what was your top school that you really want to get to?
I mean, for me, it would have been my favorite player growing up was obviously Ricky Williams.
Yeah, so Texas.
Dolphins fan, so I would have loved to play for Texas. Being a smaller white guy from Canada, I probably would have had better luck at a Div 2 school out there. I won't lie, but I mean, I would have loved to be a Longhorn.
I was gonna say they had this one guy. I forget his first name, but it was like his last name was Shipley. He's a small white guy, so I think
There's a few guys. I mean, he's not white, but you got Devontae Smith in the NFL right now. He's not huge, but the guy can play ball.
I'm pretty sure he weighs the same amount of same pounds as you.
We're close. We're close. I think I have a couple inches on him, but we're close.
Yep.
A couple pounds. I got a couple inches in the height.
So it's perfect for my transition here. So being a skinny guy, what made you fall in love with football?
I don't think I ever realized I was that much smaller than the other guys.
Yeah.
So before I ever even started playing ball, like I said, my favorite player was Ricky Williams. I just loved watching him run through anybody that tried to stop him. And I wanted to play football. So my parents decided they'd let me try it out. My dad drove me to my first practice, and he gave me what is to this day probably the best advice anybody has ever given me. Right before I could get out of the car, he locked the door quick. He said, "Son, you're a great athlete. You can be on that field with these guys. A few of them are going to be a little bit bigger than you, maybe 2-3 times your size. Don't worry about it. You belong out there." And honestly, since then, never worried about it. Never even really thought about it when I'm out there.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the beauty with football. It doesn't matter the size. Anyone can play.
Man, I've been on All-Star, like as a wide receiver, being a smaller, quicker guy. I've been on All-Star teams with 300-pound linemen. They do shit I could never do. That's what I love about football. Those guys do their job. I do my job. They're different, but we blend together and make it work, man.
Yeah, exactly. Height, weight, doesn't matter. Gonna say to look at you.
The most important thing in football is having some drive for the damn game, man. Like if you have the right mentality, you can play ball as long as you can put up with getting hit.
Yeah, true. You just have to be tough about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, of course, it kind of ruined my next question because I was going to ask you how you got to the AFL, but you already answered that.
Well, if you want, no, I'll tell you how I found out about the league.
Yeah, that works.
Because I didn't even know that you guys existed when I first came out to the league.
Yeah.
But friend of ours, Christian, we both played receiver with him with the pack in 2018. Me and him actually went to high school together. He was a year older than me.
Oh damn.
Enough in high school, even though I was pretty much the same size I am now, I was our senior football team's starting fullback.
Jesus.
Go Ghosts, man! Yeah, it was an interesting year, but he worked out at the gym. Like he went to the gym or whatever, and I was buddies with a guy that worked the front desk at that gym, and I was just at my buddy's house smoking weed, sitting on the couch, watching whatever was on.
Just
And
like
he,
Rupert Williams.
yeah, and he mentioned to me that Christian had come in because we all three of us had gone to the same high school,
Yep.
and asking him if he wanted to play football, and he didn't. But as soon as he brought that up, I was sitting there and just kind of clicked. I was like, "What the fuck do you mean football? Like tackle?" And he said, "Yeah, there's two teams in Calgary. It's the AFL. It's full contact ball. Like if you can show up and you can play, you can play." I at that point was probably 6 years removed from my knee injury. Hadn't played ball at all since. Wanted to, and I still had the itch, so I decided to go check out one of the Wolfpack's indoor practices, and yeah,
And yeah, the rest is history.
yeah, man.
Well, I'm wondering too, what year did you play with the Colts?
What would that have been? So I graduated 2011. To be fair, I never played with them. I got
Yeah.
injured before the season even started. Like I was,
Okay.
but I got injured in training camp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty when we were still at McMahon Stadium. So I want to say that would have been the 2012. I graduated 2011, so it would have been going into probably their 2012 season.
Oh damn. Funny enough, because that was my first training
Ben
camp.
played
with.
probably. He probably doesn't remember me at all, but Big Ben that used to be on Red Deer, I think he's playing
Yeah.
Gators now. I'm pretty sure he played for the Gators back then, or not. Sorry, the Colts back then.
Yeah, he did.
Again, I don't think he'd remember me at all. I was there for 2 or 3 practices, and then my knee went.
Okay, that's probably why I don't remember you too, because like I was at that training camp as well.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Ben stands out a little bit more in a room,
Yep.
so I didn't recognized him when I came to the AFL. But that's cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and buddy too, because Brad Rains was at that camp as well.
Holy shit. Okay, so there was a few of us there. I mean, you guys all
Yeah.
probably lasted a little bit longer than I did, but
Well, not Brad, because he ended up injuring his finger. Then
oh,
he
I mean,
blames
that's
me.
it.
Why? Yeah,
Zach's been bad luck with injuries, man. He'd have no luck at all. Like,
I know. Knee, finger.
yeah, it's a tough sport. He's when he's out on the field. I wish he could be out there more, man. Because when he's out on the field, I've played a few years with him, and he's unstoppable out there, man. Like he's a fucking good football player.
Yeah, let's look at your days with the elite.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Your days with the elite, because you both went up together for those games, right?
Yeah. I was with the pack. I ended up taking a year off, and then I joined the elite. Me and Brad were together up there, and it was fun, man. Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't want to dive too deep into it because we'll do that later on.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, it's crazy what a small world it is, especially with the Colts and everyone kind of transitioning into the AFL.
That's what I love about football, though, right? Like you got so many guys. Like we didn't even realize we were teammates once before. Back to like it's a good way to connect with guys, meet new guys that are into the same shit, still love football. Like it's a cool league. It's awesome that we actually have the opportunity to have it. And if we decide we still want to play ball, we have that choice. But we have that choice, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Alberta Football League. No matter how old you are, you got it, and you got the chance to still play. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So moving on to the next question. How many episodes have you watched of my show so far?
I've only seen a couple, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I watched your last one there with Josh.
Okay. All right. So you know how the format kind of goes. Time for the adversity question that I love asking everyone.
Okay.
Of course, as athletes, we all deal with adversity, setbacks, and stuff like that. Can you name a point in your life or just football career where you dealt with some adversity and how you overcame it?
Yeah, man. Actually, our championship year in 2019.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't know how many guys in the league know this from then or now, but what was it? 50 seconds left or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, 50 seconds left in that game, and we're down. I don't know, 3 or 4 points at the time. We got to drive the field from our 20, go down and score. And I remember jogging back onto the field with the guys, and all I could think in my head was, "Oh, we're fucked. Like, we're fucked. We got no timeouts left. These 50 seconds. We're on our own fucking 20-yard line, right?"
Yep.
So we get to the huddle, and the guys are not panicking, but you can tell there's a little uneasiness there. And so I just said, I was like, "Hey guys, like, just shut the fuck up. Listen to Daryl. Let's go play ball." And that's what we did. I didn't believe it at all, but that's what I said, and we did. And then I remember Daryl called it. All nines just sent us.
Yep.
The game's going to be won or lost on this play. Either we still had a chance or we didn't. And I remember jogging out to the line, and I had Sinjin covering me. And I think we all know how good Sinjin is or was in
Oh, yeah.
this league. And I had Tej spying me as the safety, and they had me in kind of bump and run double coverage with a spy over top of me. And all I could think when I was going up to the line was, "Holy shit, this ball's probably coming to me." Like, short passes, maybe not when we absolutely need it first, but I mean, when we went deep, often that ball was going to me. And so before the snap of the ball, I had an idea of where he was going with it, and so I just wanted to get off uh, that press coverage as quick as I could. Managed to get off him. Daryl put the ball in a spot where whichever one of us three could get to it, that's who's going to get it. I managed to beat them to it, but as it happened, I think Sinjin, I don't know who, but Sinjin or Tej went over top of me. I think the other guy jumped over him, landed on me. Feel my ribs being pushed in with this football, but I haven't heard a whistle yet, so I'm not going to fucking let go. If I hear the whistle, I feel these ribs pop.
Oof.
Drop the ball, and I'm on the ground fucking scream. I'm sure everybody could hear me. Fuck, fuck, fuck. And just in a ton of pain. I broke 2 ribs on the play.
Damn.
Uh, came out of the game, no matter how much I didn't want to. And you guys went down and took care of fucking business.
Hmm.
I I don't know where I got us to. It was probably about a 30-yard play, but you guys went the rest of the way. I mean, made my sacrifice more than worth it. Only championship. I've never played on a team that hasn't made playoffs, and that's the only championship I've ever won. So
Yeah, pretty incredible.
it was crazy, and you guys took care of business. And the craziest part about it, though, is after that, our trainer Ashley told me to go get an X-ray just to make sure there was no puncture, and I said no because I'm gonna go drink with the guys.
Oh, yeah.
But she was persistent about it, so I went and I got it checked out, and I had a tumor in my chest.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was benign. It wasn't cancerous or anything, but they said the way he kind of explained it to me, that was like, I don't know if you can see my fingers at all, but it was like that close-ish,
Oh, yeah.
getting like close to my spine.
Yeah.
I had no symptoms. I didn't even know I had it. I was just out playing football with you guys, like
Oh,
putting
yeah.
my and he told me by the time I would have started having symptoms, he said 85 to 90% chance, even with the surgery, I would have lost the use of my legs.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd still be here. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
In a wheelchair.
that was crazy, and that was a huge bit of adversity and something I just didn't expect was going to happen at all. But I got through it because my teammates, my family, my friends, and everything actually like came around me pretty well, and it was cool. Sometimes you don't know how much support you have until you need it, and then everybody
Oh,
just shows. And it was yeah, it was really cool. And as much as I already loved football, I can honestly say that football saved my life,
yeah,
and at least my quality of life, if nothing else. And yeah, that was a huge bit of adversity that I had to get through, and I got through it that year. Did the surgery, everything went well. To this day, as far as I know, I'm healthy. And but yeah, I mean, the only reason I was able to get through it, I was freaking out, man. Like,
oh yeah. You hear like tumor, it's just like, oh
yeah,
my god.
I didn't know what to think about it, and but everybody that I told and everybody that was around just stepped up, man. And that's what I love about football is on or off the field, like they always got your back. So
Yeah,
anybody that was on the team that year, anybody that helped me with that, fucking thank you guys because it was fucking scary. It was really scary.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and who would have thought a broken rib would have saved your life or your legs at
Yeah,
least?
yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'll never complain about a broken bone again because who knows? Like,
Yeah, just never know.
yeah, exactly, buddy.
Yeah, geez, that's incredible. Well, of course, I'm glad that nothing major happened from that, and
Yeah,
you're able
I
to
guess,
walk
so,
around.
yeah, I guess I should probably also thank either Tej or I don't know who landed on me, but whoever landed on me, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
breaking your ribs.
you for fucking Rick.
Yeah, gonna say most people aren't gonna thank someone for breaking their ribs.
You, I don't know who did it, but if next time y'all in Calgary, I'll buy you a beer, man.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of Red Deer guys might say, "Oh yeah, it was me. I did it."
Yeah, I'll buy you a beer. I don't care. Like you said, man, I got that English in me. I like to drink.
There we go. Perfect. All right, so this might just lead into the next question. So now going up with the mood. Funny stories. I know a lot of football players have funny stories. I love hearing about them. Do you have any good, good, hilarious stories on or off the field?
I got a few good ones from my time in the league. A couple pretty short ones. Um, I remember my first full season in the league. Uh, we did our road trip up to Grand Prairie,
Mhm.
and I didn't realize that was. I mean, I don't know how the other teams do it, but back at that point in time, we prepared for games by fucking drinking, man.
Oh yeah,
Like, and the Grand Prairie trip was always an overnight trip, so we loved it because we knew that we were getting messed up and just gonna have a great night after the game, no matter the results. And we typically did pretty good up there, anyways. But
yeah.
I remember I was rooming with Kelsey Fender, and we wake up the next morning to get onto the bus, and nobody can find him. His asshole still passed out in his bed,
Yeah.
cuddling the 2-4 of fucking what was it, Canadian or whatever it was that we had. So finally, I think we had 2 minutes before this driver was finally just gonna go. You see me coming down with Kelsey in the one arm on the one shoulder and the fucking beers on the other. By the time I got down there, I mean Kelsey weighs more than me, so I think I was collapsing. And by the time I fell and put him down, I think it woke him up, and we all made it back. We all made it back, so that was good. That was a good, funny, like team bonding thing.
Did
And
he have
then,
some of that beer for breakfast?
oh, we drank it all. Yeah, I think it was gone within the first hour of our drive home.
Because I
So I
think I
think,
was there for that trip, but I think I slept through most of it.
yeah, I mean, you were one of the. You're a good guy, man. You take care of your body. You do it the right way. They're the reason you're still able to play ball and do what you can do out there. Some of us, man, my diet before a game, you know this, you saw it. I grab my bong, I go to a corner, I take some hits, man. Like
Yep.
nice and relaxed with a little bit of Fleetwood Mac going on. That's my pregame.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I could never do that.
Going back to being that smaller guy playing ball, I'm not suggesting this for everybody, but when you're a receiver going over the middle and you've got to take that hit no matter what,
Oh yeah.
being a little more relaxed after a couple puffs helps a little bit. That's all I'm saying about it.
Yeah, exactly. It
But
definitely helps.
I got one more from on the field my first 2018 season because I played 4 games with the Wolfpack in 2017 as a safety.
Yep.
But 2018 was my first actual year with the team. I'd never played safety before that 2017 year, so I don't blame anybody if they don't remember me. But 2018 was my first year at receiver with the team, and I remember we were playing Red Gear, and they were a good team back then. They were pretty much the only team that had a chance against Fort Mac and the Gators back then. And Tej was lined up against me, and at that time, anyways, I haven't followed the league quite as closely now, but he was probably the best DB in the league, if not top three.
Oh,
And I remember after the first half, he came up to me, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of like, "Where the fuck did they find you?" We'd been struggling a little bit in years prior to that, and I think I ended up having a pretty good game against them there. But yeah, that was funny, and that was nice because until then, I was just kind of trying to do my thing, and the guys on our team had been saying, "You're doing good, you're doing good." But that's the first time I realized that the guys on the other teams were starting to like, who's this 41 playing for the Wolfpack? And yeah, that was funny, but also helped me realize I was maybe I could make it in this league.
yeah, that's awesome. It's funny you speak of your number 41. Whenever I think 41 Wolfpack, I think you and any receiver that wears number 41. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Doubleday's number.
Right, and that's kind of, I mean, at the start,
Yeah.
I like I said, I played 4 games with you guys at safety the year before. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm a pretty big Dolphins fan, even though they suck. And uh, at that time, we had Byron Maxwell on the team playing
Oh yeah.
for 41, right? So my first year at safety, I decided why not. So I did it, and then the next year, I mean, I played maybe 4 games with you guys. I wasn't really in it that much that year. My heart and my head wasn't really that into it, and I'd never played defense before, so I was not loving it. Um, but then I came back, yeah, in 2019, or sorry, in 2018, and just made sense to keep the number. Oh, I already. So what I like about the league, what I would do for me,
Mhm.
because I know they see me right at the start of a game. I'm a skinny white guy wearing number 41. Every DB in the league's gonna think, okay, I got their scrub. All of a sudden, oh, this is a guy leading the league in receptions, or up there with yards or whatever. So at the start of a game, it was kind of a fun little way, almost to lull guys into a false sense of security, and then go do my thing.
Yeah, you just blow right by them,
Yeah, man.
which is awesome. Alrighty. So of course a lot of Wolfpack talk. Um, I know there's been ups and downs with the Wolfpack and you being on the team. Um, what can you say about your experience from start to beginning with them?
It was amazing. I was super worried because 2017 I came out and I was talking to some of the guys and I found out that we hadn't won a game in 3 seasons, I think.
Yep.
And that was a new experience because like I said, I never played on a team that hadn't been in the playoffs before. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sucked. But
It did.
I've never played on a team with so many guys that just had each other's back. Like I've played on championship teams and against championship teams and seen guys wanting to rip each other's throats out. And that team in a year where nothing was going right and everybody could just hate on each other and European, you suck, this, whatever. Nobody did. Like they
Yeah.
stuck together. And for any teams that do travel with like 15 or 16 guys, I got nothing but respect because it sucks.
Oh yeah.
And I don't understand how you guys did it for that long. So that was really interesting, uh, and a new experience for me. And then when I came back out in 2018, so 2017, nobody really forced me to play safety, but I wasn't loving what I saw at QB that year for us. So I didn't
Yeah,
know how much I could really do if the
I
ball,
remember those years.
yeah, if the ball wasn't getting out there. I at least wanted to be involved in the game, and that's why I tried to make the move to safety that year. But and then we got Daryl, and I
Yep.
know me and Phil have had our disagreements and stuff, but at the end of the day, I still think he is an unreal quarterback. I mean, he is. He's in his 50s and he's still playing ball. Like, he's an amazing athlete. His son's in the NHL or whatever. Like, the guy can play ball, and I felt that year that all I really needed was somebody that could at least just get me the ball. But he could, and so I went out for receiver that year for us, and you know, started showing the guys that yeah, I've done this before, and it was just a fun experience being with the pack that year. Like I don't really know how to explain it to other guys, but like it was just so random how that team came together, and all of a sudden we went from not winning a game for what 3 or 4 years to we went 4-4-1,
Yep.
made the play, never got shut out. Like our first week of that, our first, not our first game, but I think our first road trip of that season. I remember we went up to Fort Mac, and they were the defending national champ, not AFL, but national champions.
Mm.
And uh, I think that's where I really became part of the pack
Okay.
in 2018 because I remember before we had a few guys just out there. I mean, yeah, they're good. They were big. There's like, they won the national championship. Those guys can play ball. But I saw a few of our younger guys out there looking, and they're like, holy shit, look at how far that guy can throw. Holy shit, look at how kicker can kick. Holy shit, look at that lineman. He's 400 pounds.
Hmm.
And he as a guy who's always gone out onto the football field against guys bigger than him. Uh, yeah, man, that's game. You see that time counting down to kickoff, give them all the praise you want or believe that you can beat them. You're still playing them in 10 minutes. So you can either beat yourself at the start or just have some confidence. Hey, yeah, shit, let's go beat them. And
Oh, sorry to
well,
cut you off, but do you remember what you did in that game
from
after
the
the
end
touchdown?
where showed the guys I wasn't necessarily all talk. So we had a pretty good drive going down the field at one point on them, and you actually got the score for us. Uh, and I don't know what the guy's issue was. I mean, they beat us by enough points, but I don't know if he was just mad that the pack scored on them or that you scored on him in particular or what. Because, I mean, you burned the guy. You were open by 5 yards in the end zone.
Yeah.
And you got the ball, and it was, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds after like the whistle, like you got the touchdown. It was, the play was dead, and the guy runs up and wants to, throw you to the ground. And so, without thinking about it, man, I sprinted down, and being a quick guy, I got there before anybody else, and I, you know, elbowed him in the kidney.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do that to my team, and I don't give a shit. And he turned around and punched me. Luckily, I had my helmet on,
Yeah. Good
and
thing.
got his ass kicked out of the game. It didn't help the end result, but I feel like that was kind of where the pack realized, like, all right, this guy's got our back. Also, he's willing. He's a new guy on the team, but he's still willing to step up and help the guys out. And yeah, man, like joining the team was awesome. Leaving the team sucked, but when
Yeah.
I first joined, and then that 2019 season, like for us to win a championship after the team hadn't won a game for 4 years, people were telling them they should fold. Like,
Yep.
come on, man, that's incredible. So I got nothing but respect for those guys. Even like I know they still got a few guys from that championship team. And yeah, good on them, man. I wish them nothing but the best, whether we always agree on everything or not.
True. Not to throw any shade on any of them. Why do you think uh, that team kind of imploded on itself? I won't say so quickly, but just throughout the years. What do you think the main
Well, I
issue?
speak as much on the 2020 season just because I wasn't there,
Hmm.
but I know leading up to that season, we in 2019 we landed Keon Raymond as our head coach. So we went from being some guys that were pretty good at football but maybe didn't have the direction to having one of, if not the best stampeder of all time,
Yeah.
telling us, like teaching us, the other stuff and just holding us a little bit more accountable. And when he brought Cedric with him, Cedric Cunningham, holy shit! Like all of a sudden, it was exciting, man. We had a guy on our team, not and nobody paid him. Like guys can say whatever the hell they want. That guy just had the hunger to keep playing ball, and we were lucky enough that he decided he could still play, and he chose to join the team. And we had a guy that was catching balls from Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
on our roster. You know what I mean? Like this guy knew Jordy Nelson, all of them. Won 2 Grey Cups. One was the Stamps, one was the Eskimos.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was incredible. And then to have him say, hey, Nick, we're good at receiver. I'm going to go play DB for us. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That'll make you pretty fucking confident at your position.
Oh yeah.
And then and getting to go up against that guy every day, right? So I was going up against the best DB in our league. And it wasn't, I'm sorry, like we had a lot of great DBs in our league, but this guy was on an NFL roster. Like he was amazing.
Yeah. Come on.
And stuff. He just made the game so much easier for me because I learned that going up against him, there's a difference between grown man strength and professional athlete grown man strength.
Oh yeah.
This guy ragdolled people. But getting back on topic, I didn't play the 2020 season, and I don't really know exactly how everything went down, but the team like turned down bringing Keon Raymond back
Yep.
when he was interested in it. And to me, that was just kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
God, we just started building this back from the basement. Really? One and done for a guy that just won us our first championship in however many years, almost a decade.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you think ego kind of played a role in that?
the which, sorry?
Do you think ego played a role in kind of
I think
Keon
ego
leaving?
like if I'm being honest, I think egos in this league. I don't know if we're going to get into that later, but I think egos are one thing, and I've had one too myself. Like I'm not just shitting on other guys, but egos are one thing in this league. Yeah, they're not good. Like it, you can have an ego, like everybody does. I do. I
Yeah.
think I'm an amazing receiver. I'd go up against anybody and bet on myself. But if you got Keon Raymond and Cedric Cunningham, man, like as good as we are, we're not.
Yeah.
Never were. That was a really hard pill for me to swallow, and I just couldn't understand it. And so for me, then it kind of came to, well, am I gonna pay to play for a team that I believe is trying to win?
Mhm.
Like, another guy that like was, I got the ball a decent amount of times and stuff, but we all work for a living, right? Like we all
Of
have to
course.
show up to do our job. I'm a chef. I don't. I have to be on my feet all day, doing my job, be there physically. Uh, am I really gonna risk an injury for my career when I don't believe the team is trying to win a championship?
Yeah. That's fair.
Willing to come maybe play with them. I was not willing to pay fees for a team that wasn't showing me any investment on their side.
Okay.
And so for me, that was the end. And then it got out that I refused to play for anybody. I mean, I paid to play for the elite 3 hours away, but whatever. And
Yeah.
and all of that. But it was more the sense of just, if I'm gonna buy something, at least sell me on it.
Oh yeah. Of course. So, which is a great transition for me. So, you went to the elite, 3 hours away. What made you decide to go there instead of like the Irish or the Bucks?
I didn't see I and the Irish have been moving in the right direction. I like a lot of what they've done. Shout out to their new fucking head coach. He
Yeah.
like, come on, you kidding? Like they're doing nothing but building the right way.
Oh yeah.
And but at the time I still just didn't see a team. I not gonna lie, after winning my first championship, I got hungry to be on a team that I at least believed was gonna be competing for that ring every year. And
Okay.
I just didn't. in Airdrie that year, I burned my bridges with the Wolfpack, and the Gators hadn't
Yeah.
returned to the Red Deer. Also, wasn't looking like a championship team or a really chance. All I knew about the Elite is they'd gone to the finals the year before and lost in what I recall a pretty close game to the Jets. And you know, it was a lot closer than Cold Lake still. So
Oh yeah.
so I chose to go to Edmonton. Yeah, and I mean it was a interesting experience. I think there are some. I mean, we can get into that maybe, but some similarities that I think a few teams in the league definitely suffer from and hamper themselves with. But I mean, up in Edmonton also, there's a ton of good guys. It's football, man. You're always going to meet cool, like dedicated guys to the game and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was still a great experience to go up there. Actually, me and Brad were driving up there, and Sparks was on that team also. So it's not like I just decided to go up to Edmonton alone.
Oh
I had a couple guys played pack with and I'd won a championship with, and we all agreed that that might be our best opportunity to go get another. We were wrong at the end of the day, but I mean,
hey, we're
there's
trying.
no guarantees in football unless maybe you're playing for the Gators these days.
True. But hey, they earned it.
They did. That's not me talking shit. That's me saying like, I mean, they're a good fucking. They're gonna win. Like they're
True.
a good fucking team. Built great from head to toe.
Yeah. What do you think about the Elite folding? Of course, it's already been a season with them gone. But what's your
I'm
opinion on that?
not surprised.
Yeah, you
Not
kind of thought it
surprised.
on the wall.
No, it was man. Like I was up there, and like don't again. Like there were some great guys, but then you had other guys. You're not going to win a championship every year in football, no matter how much you want to. And like, did that piss me off when I kind of realized we maybe weren't going to do it with the Elite when I decided to go all the way up there? Yeah, but I was there. You know what I mean? I was on the team, so I'm
Oh,
still gonna try and win. Like we're still gonna try and win. What am I gonna do? Quit? No. But it seemed like we had guys on the team that were, and it started to just become fights and groups almost.
okay.
And once you guys win that, you're not a team anymore. And if you can't play as a team, you're not going to beat nobody good anyways. You're not going to beat any good teams. And so, in my opinion, it was just too many egos, too many guys who thought they knew how to run things that nobody really was running things. And that's
Okay.
just my. I saw. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, it's not like I was team owner or in the captain's club or you know what I mean. I have a better view than some of you guys, but I still didn't know everything going on.
Oh,
But just it didn't surprise me. It did piss me off that I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I got my Kings woulda coulda
yeah.
shoulda, but
Gonna say, hey, there's a spot in Edmonton for the Kings, so who knows?
and and as long as it's Levi running it, because that's another thing with me leaving the pack. I mean, Levi had shown some interest in taking over Levi Heiswick, and that dude, I've known him since I was like 18. He was a bouncer at Cowboys when I used to go clubbing there, and I've never met in my own personal life a better person who has a better mind for investment and building business and a brand. And I mean, the
Yep.
dude owns his own detailing shop in the city. He has 3 or 4 shops now in a few years. Like the guy knows what he's doing. He's always building. He's always networking. All of that.
Yep.
He was the perfect guy to help take over the pack, along with uh, Keon and Cedric. And I guess some guys didn't want that to happen. They wanted to hold on to their old glory days, and also for big thing because I mean, not only was I his teammate that year, but I was friends with him, right? Like, I known the guy for a long time, so I just didn't like the way all that went down for him there. And yeah, if he goes up, I'll tell you this: if he was running a team up in Edmonton, uh, 2 teams would not fold before the start of the season without playing a single game.
True. Such an embarrassment hearing about that.
Yeah, and that's just crazy, man.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. All right, so speak. Well, I won't say speaking of embarrassments, but you've been out of the league for a little bit now, like player wise.
I've been out of what 20 2022 technically was my last season, but 2021 was my last season. I was technically still on the Elites roster in 2022, but things outside of football were piling up, and it's a fun league to play in. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of real life stuff before I can worry about playing football.
True. So being, I won't say an outsider, but kind of being more of a fan. What can you say that the league's doing better now, and what do you think they can kind of work on?
I actually know the league exists now. Like when I joined the league, I played 3 full seasons in the league, 2018, 2019, 2021. I made all stars all 3 years, whether guys think I should have made it in 2021 or not. I did. I caught everything thrown my way. Did I make it that year more off of my name? Maybe. But if I made my name for myself after just 2 seasons, then I'll take it.
Yep.
But but no, what I see them doing now is I do see a lot more like media getting out there. They're on, like, you got your show now that we're on. Like, this is
Yeah.
awesome. I love that you guys that's and trying to bring like more football to more of like Canada and Alberta and just the community and all that. And I love I think those are all very good things for the league. Where I see the league, and this is just my opinion as a guy that's now been out of it for a few years, and I don't really have any skin in the game anymore. Uh, I understand that it's hard because you have some big cities like Calgary, you have some small towns. Not everybody is going to draw the same interest everywhere they are, but I personally am of the opinion with the bigger teams. I mean, you don't need more than 45 guys on a roster,
Yeah.
in my opinion, in this league. And I mean, when I was 10 years old, if you weren't good enough to make a football team, they told you. And I think if a 10-year-old can handle that, a grown man should be able to.
True.
And yeah, and I went to the Pack Gators semifinal game this year. I was there for the first half only, but I mean, and good on the Gators. This isn't me shitting on the Gators at all. Those guys have obviously built a product that people are interested in and want to play for. And far be it from me. Like, you guys are building an amazing team. All you guys are doing is good, but the league has to either figure out what you guys are doing and try. Like, I remember like guys are complaining about money and all this, and like we all have jobs, we all have bills and stuff. One thing, guys don't want to pay $500 to play for a team.
True.
Uh, Teams are like, well, we need this, that. We're not getting the sponsors. Shit, man. When I was playing Bantam or Pee Wee, we did bottle drives. Like, you guys can't. There's no other ways to figure it out.
Yeah.
Pack, we did the Okotoks Rodeo every year. Security. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. But like, there's other ways to make money in this league.
Yeah.
We're
Do you think it's
men. Like,
gonna say, do you think it's a lack of effort from certain teams not wanting to get sponsors or just raise the funds?
definitely a lack of effort from some teams. I mean, like I say, like when I left the Pack, I personally did not see any effort being made for that team to be competitive. And as a guy that's good at football and holds himself to a pretty high standard on the field and stuff, like
Yeah.
whether I take it the most seriously or not, it is what it is. But at that point, yeah, man, I'm not just gonna shell out. Like, I at least, it's like I was saying earlier, if I'm gonna buy something, I want you to sell it to me a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
And but yeah, for me, it's a big part of it yeah, they just, if you want to run a team, run a team. If you don't want to run a team, let somebody else do it. I guarantee you, somebody else wants to do it.
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. It's definitely frustrating because you see like the Gators, the Cowboys, and the Jets, how they run the
Yeah, I mean,
team. Then you see other
yeah,
teams. It's like, come on, you guys can do it.
right? I didn't mean to leave those guys out. You're exactly right. Like the Jets, and I know they had their issues. I mean, me being on the pack when I know a little bit more about it than some do. But no, they've taken whatever happened that year. They learned whatever lessons they needed to. Cold Lake is a great team. They every year they're competitive in the league. I don't think they've had it. I think this is the first year they lost a home game. Maybe it was last year. I don't know for,
it was last year.
but that's like 5 years, 4 or 5 years in the league, and then you lose your first home game. Like obviously they're a great program and they're doing a great job out there. And yeah, uh, Grand Prairie coming back now. I mean, when we played them, they were still known as the Drillers,
Yep.
and I know why, because we fucking drilled them every time we played them. And
True.
it was a win, and it was a sorry. And now those like I haven't seen them play at all, but what they just made the finals. Like
Yeah.
clearly they're moving in the right direction, and that's where it's just frustrating to see. And again, like I'm in Calgary, so I can only really speak for. I don't know what the hell's going on in Grand Prairie or even Airdrie or Red Deer or whatever. But like, I don't know the whole situation. But if you're a team, like I feel like, yeah, I feel like sometimes one guy almost tries to take on too much and like delegate some stuff. Man, there's guys on the team that are willing to help you run it. Like nobody wants to play for a last place team. Everybody wants to be competitive and do what they need to be if they really want to play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So hopefully we can, well, not we, but hopefully those teams can grow and actually put out better product and actually competitive product. Because no one wants to see just one team
Well, I mean,
dominate.
what's fun? And that was my thing. Like I made a couple comments this year, and like I know everybody thinks I'm just. And honestly, half the time I am. Sometimes I get bored. Now Ralston's up in the AFL a little bit, whatever. But I do want teams to be successful. I want this league to be successful. My
Mm.
biggest, I guess, I don't like about the Wolfpack right now is that we went from building something in like almost 2 short years, and they're doing better. I mean, they made enemies against you guys, and the first half of that game for a while there actually looked pretty good. Like you didn't know it took a little while for you guys to start pulling away, but moving in the ground now, and I hope they are. I I do like that's the team my only championship with. If guys think I absolutely hate the Wolfpack and I want to cheer for them to lose, that's not it at all. But no, as a fan, like I'm a fan of the league now. I want to see it grow. I want to see guys get more opportunities. Uh, but and they have to understand that it's not a pro team. Like you don't own us. You know what I mean? So guys might
Yeah.
have opinions. Guys might have and you can listen to those. They might be stupid, and if they are, don't listen to them. But if they
Yeah.
make sense, like yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that's my big. I feel like yeah, as a fan, I feel like the league's become you almost got like your I don't know, like your Big Brothers Club or whatever, right? Like you got
Oh,
a
yeah.
group that's been there forever. I understand wanting to stick around, but at the same time, people aren't necessarily trying to push anybody out. They just want to see it grow even more. So maybe you have some good ideas. Maybe they have some good ideas. Maybe you guys can mesh those instead of mine's better than yours or shut up. You haven't been in this league long enough, whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like the egos get in the way of progress.
Yeah. I mean, I've had one. I mean, me and Daryl have had our issues on the field. Not that, and you know what? Like, I'm not trying, all I'm saying is I'm not trying to else and say they're the only one that have ever had an ego. I have too.
Yep.
100%. But now that I've had a few years of taking stuff, like I just want to see it be successful. It is a little discouraging as a fan to know before the season that the Gators have won the championship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, maybe not for you. You're on the Gators and
Not at the start.
but
Not at the start, but
I'm watching. You know what I mean? Maybe if I could bet on it, like
yeah, who knows? But yeah, I think the league will grow. It just depends on if guys are willing to put the work in.
yeah. And I mean that at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. I mean, I've seen this league when I joined the league. I think we had 8 or 9 teams almost.
Mhm.
So it's got the potential to be bigger than it is. Like, I don't know what's happening out in Lloydminster, but shit, could we not reach out and see if anybody is like the Vandals are always fun to play against. I know Cold Lake has their team now, but again, like when you have a roster to do with the Gators, and then you see the Wolf Packs, to me, it's almost the same thing out in a spot like that. Like you're telling
Yep.
me, like we don't have enough guys in Alberta, Canada that want to play football. Come
Exactly.
on, man. Like
Yeah.
there's,
All right.
but there's so many guys when I joined that didn't know the league was a real thing.
Mhm. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. But yeah, anyways, we're getting close to the end here. Of course, no one can really do this journey by themselves. Is there anyone you would like to thank for getting you to this point?
Yeah, I mean, for football, for sure. I mean, it's my dad. Like that advice he gave me, I use advice honestly in everything I do. I just any situation I walk into, I have the confidence that I belong there and I can deal with it. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be where I am without that. The support of my teammates when I had my tumor situation and all that. Like, if you guys hadn't all been there for me, I would have been pulling out my fucking hair. I would be losing it.
Yep.
But the one person I do, at least for our league, probably going to kick my ass the next time I see her because I can't remember her last name right now. But our trainer from Ashley, our trainer from the Wolfpack, I believe she's with Airdrie now. Like, I can't make this clear enough. She saved my life, or at least my
Yep.
quality of life.
Mhm.
And along with, I don't name because the other trainer was only there for that day, but there was another girl working with her, and the two of them saved my life. The only reason they would ever see me walking around today is because. So yeah, that's who I want to thank. And one more shout out because I just said the Airdrie coach earlier, but Coach John,
Yep.
you are, and this comes from a wide receiver in the league, and I know you mainly do defense, but you're the best coach. Like you're a guy guys fucking love to play for, run through a wall for, have a beer with after the game. All I can say to the Airdrie Irish is if he is going to be your head coach, man, let the man run it because he knows what he's doing. He was a big part of that 2019 championship in Calgary. We wouldn't have gotten there without him. Keon wouldn't have been able to do the head coaching stuff if Jean hadn't stepped up on the defense. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does and the future for the Irish. Um, what one last question before we leave? Um, well, I guess this is a two-parter. One, what is your 40-yard dash time?
my
The last
fastest
time,
or
the last time you
nowadays? The last time I did it was a few years ago.
Yep.
I think Levi was there. I think Levi might have even had the stopwatch, and we were doing some stuff for the Gators or for the Kings. Sorry, and they wanted to see how quick I think I ran a high 4.6, maybe a 4.7.
Oh,
Let's go with 4.7 sounds probably more realistic. So
okay.
the last 40 I ran was
Okay. Perfect. All right. So for the next
also
question. Okay.
yeah.
So
Sorry,
for the next question, I know you're all about speed. Are you willing to race me to see who is the fastest?
I'm willing to race anybody in this league, and I know that when they hear that my last 40 time was a 4.7, I think you know better than most is I'm a little bit different once I get onto the field.
Yep.
Once I've had a puff or two. And yeah, the one thing I hate about the 40-yard dash, man, is put a guy that's got 100 pounds on me behind me and pads chasing me, probably pushing that to about a 4.4. So
Okay.
motivation's
Perfect.
a big. That's never like the 40-yard dash, also.
Okay. Perfect. So we'll have well, not 40-yard dash. We'll have a race and see who's the fastest because I love
Yeah,
doing that type of stuff. Well, it's gonna be a separate video, of course.
actually, if I could, just before we end, that actually reminds me of one last funny story.
Yep.
So guys that have played against me in the league know my speed's probably better. Well, at least was better than a 4.7 when they saw me on the field. But We had training camp 2019 for the pack, and I had been on like a 3-day bender with some buddies. Just I was off work. We were having a good time. Showed up. This is the day I met Keith. Just looking haggard, hungover, whatever. Hit the field, do the practice. But all day we had this young guy at practice. He was quick. I don't know what his name was, but he was fucking fast. And Kelsey just poking at me, poking the fucking bear, the cheetah all day. I think he's quicker than you, Nick. I think he's quicker than you. Oh, yeah, he's faster than you. Oh. So at the end of practice, Keon had us all do a run. We were doing an indoor soccer field. So one board and back to the boards and back. And I decided it was the last thing. Fuck it. I'm not going to let the guys actually think faster than me. So I went all out. One, Keon came up to me on the sideline to, hey, man, like, you're fast. Like, what's your name? Nick Doubleday. As I push him out of the way, jog over to the garbage can and just start projectile vomiting. But, yeah, that was my first meeting with Keon Raymond.
Jesus. What an intro to
Won
Nick
the
Doubleday.
won the race.
True. All right. So we'll have a race.
We'll have your by the end of the season.
Yeah. Okay. So perfect. We'll have a race. We'll see who's the fastest because I love doing stuff like that. I am a bit slower. We'll say that's because of dad bod, but we'll make this interesting. Of course.
I mean, shit, man. I'm 4 years removed from the league now. So maybe we'll do a 20-yard dash.
Oh, there we go. We'll make it short. Okay, perfect. All right, Nick. Thank you for being on the show. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. Just talking to you in general. Hopefully, you can be back on the show
for
that 4-yard dash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And if I could, just before we go.
Yep.
But I might be feeling that itch to come back.
Ooh.
Free agents right now.
And that a comeback.
Put that out there.
That's awesome, man.
And yeah, thank you for.
No problem. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching or listening. Stay tuned to that 40-yard dash. No idea when I'm going to release that or when we're going to actually do it. Definitely before the snow hits. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. So, Mike, checking out.